Hello everyone, my name is Oren and I'm the Blue Team Leader in HackerU Solutions. Today I'm going to explain what obfuscation and de-obfuscation are, who uses it, the goal of using it, and demonstrate a few examples. So let's dive right into it. Obfuscation is when malware authors or program developers conceal the code or the application logic so it won't be readable for malware analysts or other curious humans that are trying to investigate the program. The purpose of using obfuscation is to prevent tampering with the code or the program and deter reverse engineers from investigating the application and understand how it works behind the scenes. Obfuscation has many methods that can be used. However, I'll explain the two primary approaches that are frequently used. The first is when malware authors or program developers rename inside the code the variable names, function names, classes name, and even the string inside of it. This way, it makes it a lot harder to understand the logic behind the code. Many times when malware analysts or researchers investigate a source code, they can usually understand the code purpose by viewing the name of each function and even the variables. The second part is when malware authors adds a lot of useless code that doesn't affect the program at all. It is there only to trick the analyst into investigating irrelevant code parts and waste a lot of time. Now that we understand what obfuscation is, de-obfuscation is the action that we are trying to reveal or reverse the obfuscated code. So let's watch now a few examples of obfuscation files or code. The first one, I have here a JavaScript file that, as you can see, you can't really understand anything from what's going on in here, and the only thing that you see is scrambled code. So how can we de-obfuscate this code? Let's copy this code right in this file and go into a website. This website have a de-obfuscator and unpacker. One of many sites that can be used. There are many websites on the internet that are we can use them, and this is only one of them. As you can see, nothing happened. The code yet is scrambled and we can't really understand anything, but we can see here that it's packed. Now, usually when we see that the code is packed, we can use the packer. So let's check the radio button packer and auto decode. Now, let's copy this code, this new code. You can see that the code has changed, and let's copy it into somewhere else and change the file into JavaScript. As you can see, the file is structure is very good. We can really understand now the file. We can watch everything that goes inside the file. So this is for JavaScript, so we can use unpack or obfuscation. There are many methods for obfuscation in JavaScript. This is only one of them. The other file that I have is actually a malware that is really in the real world, and as you can see, the malware, you can't really understand anything. The malware is written in Visual Basic script, and as you can see, the malware have a variable here, and this string is assigned to this variable. Now, this string doesn't tell us anything right now, but we surely want to know what's going on, what the malware is doing, what the purpose of this malware. So how can we do it? Well, investigating the variables themselves also doesn't give us much. We can't really understand anything inside of here. The only thing that we can see that there is an execute method right here, and the execute methods run this variable. As you can see, the variable contains another variable, and you can understand from it that it's run something. So what we want to do is to take the content of this variable and to write it into a file. How can we do it? First, because it's a malware, I comment this line, and For a disclaimer, I will never run this malware on my own PC. This computer that you're seeing is a virtual machine, so it's okay to run the malware. Although I'm not running the malware, I'm changing it so it won't run, but even though I won't take the risk that anything could happen to my computer. So let's take another code, the code. This code is writing the content of this variable right now. Hold on. Of this variable into a file that is located here. Okay, so let's save it and run the file. Now you can see that there is nothing in here, and okay, the file is created, the malware is run, and let's watch what we can see inside of this file. Now we can see the malware itself, the real source code that is very well structured and we can understand, is very clear for us. As you can see, there is the host, the port, installation dir, etc. So these are the two common methods of obfuscation. There are many more methods that you can explore, although we didn't have the time to show them all. So thank you everyone for listening. If you want to contact me for questions, my email is shown right now on the screen. Thank you everyone and have a nice day.